What's up, core reporters? Welcome back to my channel. It looks as though Kate Middleton is fighting back against all those articles coming out about her, seemingly from the palace. It really feels as though the palace is trying to push her out. There have been a lot of articles kind of slamming Kate coming out. They've been saying that she's kind of crazy. She's got these weird hobbies like swimming in dark, dangerous waters in the middle of the night, cold waters as well. They've been saying that she has been having all sorts of meltdowns. She's claiming that William is not there enough for her and it's making her recovery more difficult. She's spiraling at the thought of losing her royal title. All sorts of things have been coming out. A royal courtier even came out 3 days ago, and I have a video about this if you'd like to watch. I have a video actually about everything I've mentioned here in my Kate Middleton playlist. But the courtier said, listen, the palace is lying. They are hiding something about Kate. I feel as though her condition is worse than they are letting on, and I am scared to wake up to a headline that she is DEAD one day, right? And then just yesterday, or 2 days ago, sorry, an article came out saying that Kate Middleton may never return to the royal role even after all this cancer stuff is said and done with. Like, you know, if she overcomes and if she heals and everything like that, they're still saying she might never return to royal role, right? So when you combine all that together, it seems like they're painting this idea that Kate is not going to be a princess any longer, right? Well, now Kate has her own sources going to the press to debunk what has been said. This really feels like a war between Kate and the royal palace right now. And so far, it seems as though Kate's losing, you guys, but she's fighting back now. She really, really is. So let's get into this article. And mind you, this article is from Harper's Bazaar. Isn't it interesting that all of this stuff is coming out to Us Weekly, Harper's Bazaar, page 6. What, like, the British press is protecting these people by not, like, you know, asking proper hard-hitting questions, not investigating or anything like that. And they're on that soil. They can very easily do this, but they're choosing not to, out of respect and out of brown nosing, so to say. And yet they're still getting slapped in the face with the royals rushing to American media with their exclusive. Isn't that interesting, you guys? Very, very interesting. Anyway, let's get into Kate fighting back, okay? Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already yet. I do a lot of royal news, and this story, I practically don't sleep when it comes to the Kate Middleton saga. Like, I'm on top of that, you guys. So let's get into it. The article is entitled, "Claims that Kate Middleton won't return to work are unfair and untrue. When the time is right, she will resume her work," a royal source tells Bazaar. By the way, this is really, I've never seen this outfit on her. This blue is really, really beautiful on her. I really love that blue. Anyway, let's read the article together. "Princess Kate's cancer treatment and recovery will keep her away from returning to public duties for a little while longer. Kensington Palace recently provided an update on the Princess of Wales' work status, once again reiterating that she is not expected to come back to work until her medical team advises her to do so. Quote, 'We have been really clear that Kate needs the space and the privacy to recover right now,' a palace spokesperson told Us Weekly. She will return to work when she has had the green light from doctors. A source for the outlet alleged that Kate may never come back in the role that people saw her in before, but a royal insider tells Harper's Bazaar that such a claim is unfair and untrue." So here's the thing. If Prince Harry taught us anything, you guys, right, with his press run, his Netflix shows, his Spare autobiography, it's that the never explain, never complain motto that the family claims to swear by is 100% false. They will always explain. They will always complain in the form of royal sources. So half the time that these royal sources are saying something to slam somebody or to defend somebody, it's that person and members of their team, their communications team, okay? So in this case, this is members of Kate's team coming to her aid, because right now, up until this point, the palace has all but pushed her out and said she is never coming back ever. Now she's coming up saying, "Oh, yes, I am." So now let's continue on with this article, shall we? There is no information about Quote, there is no information about Kate's return because the focus at this moment in time is 100% on her health. To suggest she won't return to her role is unfair and untrue, the source explains. Conversations of that nature are just not being had. When the time is right, she will resume her work. Of how Kate is currently doing, the source said she is in good spirits, adding she is focused on her health and family. Again, very, very interesting because this is an anonymous source, just like the other person who said the opposite thing is an anonymous source. It's very clearly dueling houses, right? Someone wants Kate out. Kate wants to stay in, apparently. And she is pushing back against these narratives and saying, oh, yes, keep the faith. I will be back. I will be back. I will be back. It's all so weird, you guys. The miscommunication, the mishandling of Kate's health and status right now is just so shocking. King Charles needs to hold a meeting here and help these people figure out the communications for Kate. King Charles is going through the exact same thing as Kate. He had his surgery. He has cancer as well. Yet the communications for him is clear as day. He was captured on video. Well, actually, he was captured entering and exiting that hospital. Okay. He was captured reading the get well soon cards that people had been sending to him. So there's never been any doubt that King Charles has passed away or has been disappeared or anything like that. But Kate's team, on the other hand, has provided no proof of life since December of 2023, like 6 months ago, you guys, So he really needs to say, hey, listen, why don't you guys collaborate with my communications team to work on something here for yourself, because it's just too weird. It's too bad. And at this point, they are too far gone and they really need to rein it in. All of these dueling narratives are not helping. All they're doing are causing more and more questions to be raised about Kate's whereabouts. And it's not good. It really, really isn't. Especially when you've got other stories coming out claiming, oh, Kate's doing great. She's doing some dangerous swimming in the cold, dark waters. Oh, she's out there going to chocolate shops. She's out there shopping with her family. She's out there doing drop-offs. And now all of a sudden, it's just not adding up. It's not because the things people are asking from Kate are things that she can very easily do if all these other things that they're claiming she does are real and are true, and especially when you look at her in that bench video, we already saw her in that bench video. Yes, she looked thinner. Yes, she looked frailer, but we've already seen her. So if we could already see her in that bench video, why can't we see her doing I don't know, just like a little hello, a little thank you. Why couldn't they do the card thing the way that King Charles did with the cards? You know what I mean? Like, why couldn't a little video be made to celebrate Trooping the Color or something like that? Just something to show us that you're still there. Continue being at least slightly active. They're not asking her to do real work like you or I do. 8-9 hours a day, 5 days a week. They're just asking for something simple to show that she is okay, that she is here. And they just keep on neglecting to do that. And all they do instead is release a bunch of BS contradictory stories. This just keeps on getting from bad to worse. And all this is showing is that there's no cohesion within the British royal family right now. And all that this is pointing to is a lot of issues within that household. It feels like Kate is being pushed out and that now she's trying her best to show that she is still here, that she is here to stay. Who is pushing Kate out? I don't know. My best guess is that it's her husband, right? I've been saying for a long time that this marriage has seemed dead for years. They have seemed unhappy for years. They have seemed to only tolerate each other for years. Maybe he hit a breaking point. I don't know. But here's the cover story that they are now trying to disprove. But again, this is yet another thing that directly contradicts what, a royal source is saying. So which royal sources do we believe? The ones trying to keep Kate here or the ones trying to push her out? Which ones have more power? I really, truly do not know. The only thing I can say is that this has been so terribly mismanaged. And King Charles, as the king and as the patriarch of this entire institution and family, needs to help rein it in because it's ridiculous and it's only going to cause um, growing demand for proof of Kate's, you know, status, whereabouts, existence, whatever. You know, King Charles also needs to heal. Yet King Charles has provided proof of life, undisputable, right? Same with Sarah Ferguson. Same thing. We saw her in video, you know, like, we've seen her in motion. We've seen these things. But with Kate, we have not. And it's just raising a lot of questions. And with King Charles, there's not a bunch of dueling. You listen, Sarah Ferguson's irrelevant, so there's not stories like that about her anyway. Sorry, Sarah, but it's the truth. But with King Charles, there has never been a media circus about his situation because they have been very, very clear from the beginning. Anyway, and by the way, here's a little thing of Sarah Ferguson for good measure. By the way, green looks great on her. I feel like green, especially emerald green, looks amazing on redheads. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section down below. How do you feel about Kate fighting back as the palace tries to push her out of the picture? Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Take care.